Today I'm going to be working on my Pettibone loader. This thing's been broken for quite a while. I need to get it back running so I can bring it up to the property and get some stuff moved around with it. So, I'll take you guys with. What's wrong with it is it needs transmission work. I've had the transmission apart a couple times. I fixed a few problems, and I think by fixing one of the problems I caused another. It does have a few issues that I didn't want to have to fix, but I think I'm going to end up having to fix. The main hydraulic pump derives off the front of the transmission, and its input shaft seal is leaking, basically dumping all the hydraulic oil into the transmission, and that's causing some issues, both with keeping hydraulic oil in it and, well, with overfilling the transmission with the wrong oil. So this is the mess that I'm going to be taking apart today. I'm going to take the drive shafts off, take the torque converter and the torque converter housing all off. What I think I did was, when I had it apart, the pickup screen inside of this housing right here had broken off the end of the pipe. So I reattached it to the end of the pipe, put it all back together, and then it didn't work at all. What I'm assuming happened was the restriction from that pickup screen is so great that it can't suck up to the pump. The pump is at the very top, and I assume the O-ring for the pump to the pickup tube is rock hard and not sealing, and it was sealing just enough to work with the screen off of it. Now that the screen is on it, it won't suck up fluid. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll take some drive shafts off, start taking the transmission apart, and you guys can watch. That's not the right spot. Wow. Really? Whatever. You gotta be kidding me. Guess I bust out the big guns. Well, that was effortless with that. I had this off not that long ago. I don't understand what's stuck. It's moving, it's just stuck. It's got to be the right stuff I put it in with, I'm sure. I don't know that I put it in with the right stuff, but if I had to guess. Guess I use a puller. Oops. Oh, you idiot. Oh, no, never mind. Nope. I need a bigger puller. Yep, held on with the right stuff. going to be holding this thing in here. It's been a couple of years since I've been in this thing. I don't know why, but it's going when I'm tapping on that shaft. Wow. This is no longer moving. I guess I go look at an exploded Jew. There's gotta be something I'm missing. Other than a way out of here. Well, as you can see, I got it off. It wasn't easy. As you can also see, I used the air hammer. And I got the damn thing stuck in the input shaft. But whatever. It'll be alright. Here's the torque converter. Not much to it. We'll pull that apart now. Although I'm pretty sure I need different tools. That's alright. The impact was about dead anyway. Anyhow, there's a small snap ring here that I gotta get off. Gosh, I remember this thing being a bugger. And I was right. Haha, gotcha. And there's a larger snap ring. Where the hell is it? Up here. Yep, can't see what I'm doing at all. More in the hair. Oh, come on. Oh, it's caught on the burr that snap ring left. Gotcha. Yeah, I gotta say that sprague's still good. Freewheels that way, doesn't that way. Alright, time for the fat guy to take a break. Ay, caramba. Well, I took myself a little break. Cleaned up some mess down here. Realized that the last time I did this, I had the seat out of this thing, so I pulled the seat and all the floor and everything out of the cab and moved some lights so you guys can probably see a little better. Now we gotta take this big chunk of aluminum off. In order to do so, there's two hydraulic lines that go to the side of it, which I believe go to the transmission filter. We'll start by taking those off. Of course, I'm using an adjustable hammer. When I took the floor off, I took a bunch of the bolts on the top of this out. Did that off camera. So there are a bunch of bolts that are supposed to be up there. I just took them out. Well, unless I'm missing something, that should be it. Well, after a whole bunch of screwing around, I got this thing to pop loose. Now, it was loose, but I actually got it to where it's going to actually come off, I believe. Could be wrong, I guess. It's happened before.
come to the point where this whole mess of shit is gonna come out of here. Yeah, something like that. Boy, I could have swore I had that part out. Maybe not. This is where the sprag is. This is the pickup tube. I believe the biggest problem is right there. I think it's leaking. I know this shaft's leaking. That's the input for the hydraulic pump. I believe it's the hydraulic pump for the steering. The whole time I had this thing apart last time, all it did was leak in there. Yeah. Constant leak. Yeah, the tube's super loose in there. Although I'm not thoroughly convinced that's the whole problem. That sure wasn't very tight. So this is where that filter is, this screen. Just gonna pop that off quick. See what that looks like. It's not dirty at all. Pretty clean. That's interesting. It appears that when I took this thing apart, this gear right here smashed into that. I don't know if that was this time or last time, but I don't know that it really matters. It's definitely an issue.
Well, that was fun. There's the torque converter in all its pieces. Transmission case half. There's a seat assembly and heater. Now I think what I'm going to try to do is get this hydraulic pump out. It's the pump for the steering, I believe. It's leaking inside the transmission pretty much constantly. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's just kind of running right out around that bearing. Constantly filling up the transmission full of hydraulic oil. Figure I better at least tell you guys what we're working on. Anyhow, that's the tag on the transmission. Allison Torqmatic drive is what it says on it. Well, as you can see, we got our part. Not 100% sure if that pickup tube is the problem or not. When I went to take it apart, I was debating on whether or not I'd pull the clutch packs out of it or not. Still undecided. I gotta get all these parts cleaned up and get that pickup tube cleaned up and fixed. Then we'll put it back together and see if it works. I'll show you guys this pickup tube. It's pretty bunged up from where I smashed it trying to pry that cover off. I don't know if I did that today or if I did that before. And this top portion where it went into the transmission pump was all smashed. I already fixed that. It looked a lot like the bottom does. Bottom's pretty bunged up too. Maybe I'll fix that one and do that on camera. If anybody has any ideas on how to fix that, got a few ideas. But if anybody has any good ideas, throw them in the comments. And that's the seal for the top of it. I have no idea where to even try to source one of these. If anybody's got any ideas on that, throw that in the comments too. This thing's pretty messed up. It's rock hard. It's got chunks missing out of the inside of it. I don't know if it's supposed to or not. I would assume not. But we're going to end the video now. Already working on the next one. We got to get this thing done and out of here. I don't want to have too terribly long of videos, so we'll end this one here and come back later.